Hello and welcome to the Decorate Your House channel one more day. Today what we are going to do is an express transformation of this room here. Very soon we are going to do the home tour of the whole house, and then we want to have all the rooms already prepared to be able to show them to you. When we bought the house, this room was like this, and we have been doing some things and incorporating some little details. But the truth is that over time we have been leaving it, and we have used it more as a temporary storage room. Taking advantage that we have emptied the storage rooms of the terraces of many things from the construction, we are going to take some of the things we have here to those storage rooms. So we are going to have the room much more free, and we are going to be able to place our decoration, but let's see how it is right now, the room. I warn you, don't get scared. This is the storage room that we are going to transform into a guest room, since its size and location make it ideal for that. We have Ivan here, who is also going to lend us a hand. We start our transformation. We remove everything that was in the room to be able to work more easily. With so many things in the way, it's a hassle. Well, in the end, it turns out not to be so small. What is it that
appears around here?
Christina? My electric guitar,
We were searching for the guitar recently. I'm saving it because when we fix up the garage, I'm going to hang it on a wall.
And well, we already have the whole room empty. The truth is that you can even hear an echo. It seems a little bit bigger. And well, now what we're going to do is put vinyl paper on one of the walls. And then we're going to start decorating. We want this room to be Nordic, but with some details in the Japandi style. Here we have the paper we'll put up. Last week we showed you some economical coverings, and there was also a vinyl paper. This time we're going to put up this one with a wood effect. It's also from AliExpress, and here I leave you with a bit more detailed information. So we tested which way the paper would look better, whether horizontal or vertical. The truth is that both ways looked very nice, but we opted for the vertical. Since the room is narrow, if we put it horizontally, it would seem longer and would give the feeling of being even narrower. In this way, it will give the impression of greater height. The placement is very simple. Once we have located our paper, we simply remove the plastic backing and stick it. And we remove the plastic as we stick the paper to our wall, pressing with our hands to stick it and to avoid bubbles. If you look at the top, we have left a little piece to later cut them all with the cutter from above and make it completely straight. The two pieces are not aligned, with one position slightly lower than the other. We cut it directly like this, and the line will look perfect. We do exactly the same for the next throw. We will wait to cut the bottom part once we have all the paper in place. If there is any that resists us, we can peel it off and stick it back on, but be very careful that it does not stick to itself, as it could break when trying to peel it off. The paper cuts perfectly with a cutter or scissors, so if we had a plug or a switch, we would simply cut it to size. We are sticking the rest of the paper without difficulty, peeling off and sticking back on when necessary. It's quite simple, except for this final corner, which got a bit complicated for us and took longer than expected. Once it's on, we cut off all the excess with a cutter and a ruler or any strip we have at home. We put the bottom part behind the heating pipe. But here I want to give you a tip, and that is to turn off the heating while you are placing the paper, as the heat can remove some of the paper's glue and then it sticks less. And finally, we cut the top part. Well, we have our paper placed. It looks very nice, and now what we are going to do is place this bed here on this other side. At first, when we placed it, we thought it would take up less space. Over here we had several things and some shelves and so on. But the truth is that it is quite uncomfortable for us, since we have to climb on the bed to lower the blind. So, apart from the blind, we believe this area is going to look much more spacious. And besides, if in the future we wanted to put a wardrobe, we would put it right next to it, and thus everything would be located in the same place. I take this opportunity to answer something that you have asked me quite a lot, and that is why are we not doing the renovation of my parents' apartment? As we said in some previous videos on the rooftop, and the problem is that due to coronavirus disease restrictions, we can't go there, since we have about 45 minutes, an hour more or less. Well, we can't, so we aren't doing it. But I hope that very soon, if everything goes well, we will be able to go and start the renovation, and I will start showing you. First of all, the home tour, and then the room, each stay, and all this. Now let's continue with this one. We started to empty all the lower part of the bed, and since this bed doesn't fit in width, we turned it over by lifting it completely. It seemed like it was going to be much more complicated, but it turned out to be quite easy because it wasn't very heavy. This is another reason why this room is ideal for guests, as not only one person can stay, but two. And on top of that, we can be at ease because we know they will never fall out of the bed. It's time to put on the sheets, and we bought these, as besides being economical, they are thermal, very warm and very soft. The design is very Christmassy, autumnal, and even though we are going to put the duvet on top, if one day we want to use only these sheets. I thought the colors matched very well with the wallpaper and the decoration we are going to put up. We then decided to make a small vanity. We placed two angles that would hold a shelf. Above all, they must be level. And we were missing a mirror, so we took this one which we had at home and were not using despite it being very beautiful. And now we're going to place a LED light curtain all over the wooden wall. I'm going to show you what they look like. This light curtain is usually used to decorate walls or curtains. We would simply connect a USB charger, and through this remote we can change the power and frequency of the lights. With this hook here, we can place it anywhere. Ours are 2 meters high by 3 meters long. Taking advantage of the fact that the roof has a cornice, we are going to place some nails in the middle and in the other corner. And so we will be able to pass a thread from end to end and then be able to hang them there. Since we didn't have transparent fishing line, we decided to improvise with this rope. Once the rope is in place, we hang our curtain of lights and start to untie it. I recommend not doing it before hanging them because otherwise they get tangled and it's hard to separate. Since we're not going to put a light on the bedside table, by putting these lights around here rolled up, I think it will be ideal for creating a dim light, for reading or simply decorative. And the truth is that I love this curtain of lights because it hardly seems to be there. It's quite hard to see it, but on the other hand, when it turns on, it looks super beautiful. Now I'm going to show you the crown jewel of this room. The truth is that I've been looking for it for a very long time. It's something that I really like and it fits perfectly in our house. But the truth is that it was quite expensive and it took me a while to find it at an affordable price. I'm going to show it to you as we're placing it right where I am now. The truth is, I'm fascinated with this tree. I'm about to buy one for each room because there's not a single area in the house where I don't love how it looks. I think it's an imitation of a plum tree, which I actually have one at home, very beautiful too, but of course it doesn't have as many flowers, nor is it as beautiful as this one, but maybe one day it will give me plums, who knows. Look, what a beauty with the curtain lights. But well, I don't want to show you too much so you can see the whole set. We put up new curtains that wouldn't drag. Nightstands and some accessories on it and on the dresser to make it more homely. A couple more details on the bed and an improvised hanger. And finally we had it. The truth is, we're very happy with the result. In just one day, the room has completely changed. The combination of the wood imitation vinyl paper with the plum tree and the details in natural wood give it that Japandi touch we were looking for, without losing the essence of the Scandinavian Nordic style that our house has. Some accessories are temporary, like the stool that is from the rooftop, but while it's cold we can use it in this room. The ladder is temporary. We will put up a hanger in the future, but it works for now. And the truth is, I quite like how it looks. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this change. If so, hit the like button. See you soon. Until next time. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social media so you don't miss out on the day-to-day of all our transformations. Thank you.